Hawanda Jennings and husband
Yankuba Johnny.
Okay, and we are interviewing them because they have a clothing line in Madison. They also have a kiosk in the Westtown Mall. And I want to know.
Jackson, like that's no more.
Oh
We
no?
don't have the kids no more.
Okay.
Yes, we. I think it was like 2 months
End of
ago.
July.
Yeah, end of July.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't been in the mall since then. But we working on stuff, and we leaning more towards if we're gonna do the mall thing, it's gonna be the East Side Mall.
It's going to be the East Side Mall. So what made you change if I can ask?
I mean, we, as business-wise, you have to be very we have to be really understanding. You have to understand your customer demographic, which the Westtown Mall did not give us that.
So
As much as we did good in the mall, but we really want to do a lot more to stay in the mall and.
The west side doesn't offer us.
Yeah, it does.
okay, so you have more traffic, you think, on the East Side
Correct.
than Westtown Mall.
Yes.
But they did do a good job with you. Were they doing fair business with you?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't about the business part of it because we was okay. And
Okay.
until, when they decided we have to get a storefront instead of the kiosk.
Mm-hmm.
And the storefront that they offer is really huge.
Okay.
And we didn't have enough inventory for that stuff. So that's why we decided to go and hop out for the contract because it was just for 3 months.
Mhm.
And then, we just filling stuff out and then we probably moved to the inside.
Okay, so that's good because you have to know what your demographic is before. So you should know that for all the business owners, new business, up and coming business owners, you should know what your demographic is. Then how do you know? Is it trial and error or it's trial and you can do as much research as you can?
Correct.
But with urban wear, you have to know who likes it, who would appreciate it or not.
Exactly.
And for us, it's not even because it's our customer base is really so, you would say like 90% of our customers is Americans.
Okay.
But out of that 90%, like from being in the mall, we noticed that like 70% of that 90 is African Americans. And the 20% is everyone else, that's the white, including the Hispanic, and the Chinese, and everyone else.
So you are getting good support from your people.
Yes.
And when I say people, I mean for black people.
Correct. We are.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are the support.
So you are because so all those who say black people don't support black business.
We don't. Yeah.
For your business, you
We
would
don't
say
complain. We have nothing to complain about that.
good. How long have you been selling clothes?
About 3 years
3
now.
years. So independently, before you got your business in the mall, how many years? 2.5.
About 2.5 years.
Yes.
What started? Whose idea was it?
I mean, all in all, it was just us sitting and just brainstorming over because I always wanted to do something that's business related. But just looking at what's really needed in the community, and we was brainstorming about the business idea and stuff. So that came up that we would want to do something that's, that's relevant to who we are and, our society. So then we decided, clothing could be something that's really, we can reach out to a lot of people via clothing.
Okay,
That's how that comes about.
I love that. How long have you guys been married?
Going on 5 years.
Going on 5 years. And you're from America, right?
Yes, born and raised Chicago.
So you were born in Chicago, and where were you born?
I'm from Gambia. The Gambia, we call it, is a small country in the west side of Africa. Our population is about less than 2 million people.
Okay.
So it's more like the size of Madison.
All right. So your clothing line is based off of your country, where you're from.
Correct.
In
There's-
Ghana.
everything here is made in Gambia.
In Gambia. It's not Ghana. It's Gambia. Excuse me.
Gambia, yes.
And So you import
Correct.
directly from Gambia.
Correct.
So these are one of you can't buy this, it's not replicated. If it's not replicated from Gambia, you can't get this.
It's not only replicated from Gambia, even though like there are some people that do similar things in Gambia.
Mhm.
This is our design.
Okay, so you
So
all
this
sit
is
down
not, yeah,
and design these, and then they
Correct.
make it and ship it over.
correct. So it's not like, you know, everything that's, even though it's made in Gambia, it's replicable by someone else. It's
Okay.
our design, this is our vision. You know, this is what we do, you know, we put our ideas together to make this stuff happen.
Perfect. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in your business? Do you see yourself in Madison? Do you see yourself exploring and venturing out to other states?
I mean, that's a really great question, because for me, you know, as much as we would like to do stuff outside of the city of Madison, which we already doing, because we go to different places like Milwaukee and Chicago, we felt like we can do a lot more in a different city, but as of this point, we're in Madison, and
So this is a good place to
Yeah.
start.
yeah,
But you do have vision of branching out.
correct.
Anything else that you sell other than clothing and backpacks? Do you do like hats or jewelry?
Yes, he's wearing a hat. We have our hoodies, and we have accessories. We did some shoes. We have some fanny packs.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a broad perspective of things.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot more next year. We plan on bringing a lot more when it comes to backpacks and women's purse and, you know, a lot of other things that people use on a daily basis, maybe even shoes. So we will be doing a lot.
Casual wear, office wear.
Correct.
Okay. What does the print mean? Because that was my question when I first approached and supported. I was like, okay, I love the print, but what is the story behind the print?
These prints, most of them is originally Ghanaian prints. The dashiki is originated from Ghana, and the kente is originated from Ghana.
Okay, so you
But-
call this kente.
Yeah, they're called kente.
Okay.
This one is kente fabric, and this one is dashiki.
Okay, so it's dashiki for
Yeah.
the top, and it's kente for the
Correct.
backpack.
Correct, and the Nigerians will call it angara, which includes everything that's wax fabrics. This, you know, they vary because when it comes to Africa, there is so much diversity, and just within even one country, much more calling out all of Africa. So it's so diverse. It's like the history behind all this is just embedded within, you know, the indigenous people that
Yes.
actually were weaving stuff from their hands. These are prints, but the original fabrics are weaved
Yes.
by hands.
That's what makes
So
it
these
special.
are inspired from those weave products.
Yes,
And
I
those
love
weave products by the people, they originally get those from, you know, animal skins, and, you know, they're designed from animal skin, or, you know, it could be snake, lion, or leopards, stuff like that. That's where they get their ideas from to make these fabrics.
Okay,
To make those for their own wares.
I love
Back
that.
then when it wasn't like, you know, everybody has European clothing, or it was originally African people that was weaving their own clothes to wear.
So with your clothing line, when you say, because you just said it's not, we haven't all assimilated. You want some people to have their own culture, their own style within our ethnic background.
Correct.
I don't want to make it all black, because it's not so black, but it is about our culture. Is it important for you all to stay embedded and aware of where you've come from? How important is that to you? I mean, I know you're selling the clothes, and that identifies with our culture, but in your personal lives.
I mean, for us, mainly for me, is everything that I do, everything that I wake up to this is part of my life. This is not just a clothing. This is a lifestyle for me. This is a way of life. It's not just, I'm out here trying to sell clothes to people. If anybody, any of our customers that really know how we work, most of them would ask questions and we will give them the answer of what are you buying the product for?
Okay.
We're not just selling it to you just because you like it, or it looks good, or it's African, but why are you buying it? We need that connection. Like we need people to feel connected to this stuff. It's not just, I'm buying it, okay, it's
Not like a
it's
fad or
nice,
a trend.
everybody else. Exactly. That's not the goal for why we're doing what we're doing.
Lovely. I love it. I love it. 5 years, how many children?
Within 5 years.
Yeah, how many
Now?
No, how many children? You've been married 5 years. How many children do you have?
We have 3,
3 children.
no biological.
No biological children. Okay, we need to be praying for some little buzzing up. Do you make baby clothes?
Yes, we do. We
Okay.
make everything from infants to, like, you can be 95-year-old.
Mhm.
So everything in between, we cater for everyone. And we make custom products too. If you want something for your wedding, proms. Mhm.
So you have a suggestion box in your email. I can suggest, like, maybe I want a head wrap of a certain color, and you will consider it and order it.
Correct.
Oh, so you will personalize something for us.
Yes.
Do the children help with the business?
Sometimes
Because it's important for them to really have, in my opinion, I think that the children should have a part in the business so they can learn work ethic, especially entrepreneurism. Do you push that for the children to be an entrepreneur? Because of course you're the example.
Mhm.
But is that something that you would push for them to be an entrepreneur, just have your own, or college bound? What is your?
I think we do a mixture, we don't want to ultimately take the decision away from them, but we offer it to them. So it's here, and we're here for them if they do choose this, but we do push college too,
Yes, I think that's important. Okay, now most clothes are based on a certain size. Where do you get your size from? Are you basing it on the curves of the black woman?
I mean, that's an interesting question because ever since we started the business, we always try to cater for every single person. But we had our struggles when it comes to sizes.
Yeah, because the normal 7.
especially for women. So it's much
Yeah.
easier for men,
Mm.
but it's so different for women
Yeah,
because
and-
we
yeah.
come in all different shapes and sizes.
And the thing with that is because one of the reasons is because our products is handmade. They're not like factory made or anything. Every single one of our products is handcrafted.
Mm.
So to get it handcrafted and just make it in bulk and not really have like specific people's measurement because everybody has a different measurement.
Yes.
That's why we bring in the custom made. So you can have, you can have us measure you and have something made for you. But in general, we just make stuff in bulk. Like everyone, that's why most of the time we have, whenever we sell it, we let people try our stuff on.
Mhm.
So you can feel comfortable in what you're buying from us.
Okay.
So that's mainly how we tackle the size problem.
So you care about your customers.
Yes.
This isn't just ship and go with you all.
Mhm.
No, not
You
at
all want to have rapport with your customers.
Correct.
We
We're just
want
not
them to
money.
like the product. We want them to love the product. So that's why we offer the opportunity to try it on, because we want you to not only like it just by seeing it, but like the way it looks on you.
And I like your spirit. You're so calm when you're dealing with people and they have a billion questions. Who's the calm one? And you seem calm, but sometimes the man is more laid back when the
Well,
questions and the when
somebody-
you're dealing with the public can be a challenge.
Somebody actually said this to us the day of our fashion show. They was like, I am not understanding because you both are really calm. So it's not like I'm calm or seem calm. Sometimes we got, on the wrong foot with some people, but we always make sure we neutralize it without any confusion or anything. And if we do, we'll explain it to you to details for you to understand what our intentions are. Just yesterday, we had a customer that called us and said, "Oh, he wants something," but in the conversation, he just went on and said, "I want it for Halloween." But then I call him back. I'm like, "Our stuff is not for Halloween."
Okay, that's right.
This is not for Halloween. We would let you. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be white. You can be black. It's for everyone. Because we appreciate people appreciating our culture.
Yes.
Because if you wear something that's from Africa,
But you don't want to mock it.
no, we don't tolerate that. We
Okay.
have zero tolerance when it comes to that.
Because you respect your craft and you
We-
want your customers to respect
It's
your
more than just clothing for us, like I said in the beginning. It's
And
more than
making
just-
money or just
Yeah.
being a sale, because we can easily say, no, we would rather you go and find this somewhere else.
Yes, I love that. I love that because all money ain't good money,
No.
right?
And like the money part is for us if you know what we do and you really follow what we do. It's not really about money because we sell this for very good price compared to other people that sell
Definitely.
something that's authentic from Africa. This is something that we wear in Africa, and most people that sell them, they'll sell it to you for arm and leg. But we're selling it we're selling it for a price that you can appreciate, and I think it's cheap. But you can appreciate and actually know we're giving it to you not because of the money, but because we want to
Share the culture.
share the culture. We want the brand to be more, like we go out in the city, like to events, we see a lot of people wearing our stuff. That's what we pride ourselves with, not the money. We pride ourselves with the connection, because most of our customers is repeated customers. People will come and say, "I want my whole closet to be."
Yes, I
And they
do
will
too.
repeatedly
I'm
buy
sorry.
stuff. They will repeatedly buy stuff and buy stuff. And when they come, sometimes we give them stuff for free.
So you do appreciate your customer.
We appreciate our
Appreciating your return customers is very big. It's
Yes.
important for you.
We have so much connection with our return customers. Is that some people would just even randomly call us
Okay.
just to check on us, or just because we have that rapport with them. Like it's not just clothing. We go beyond that.
And that makes the business, it
We
makes the
present the
business.
lifestyle.
So that makes you want to do it. It makes you want to get up. It motivates you to have new ideas. So if you're in business with are you in business with your wife? Are you in business with your best partner, your best friend? Because black women we're known as the strong black women, right? So
And when you say you're in business with your partner, we see ourselves like one. We don't really see ourselves like, oh, it's two people involved in this. We see ourselves as, okay, I can say I. When I say I, it means us.
okay, so it's black business, black love, black understanding, and respect for your craft. Now tell me about the fun. How many fashion shows have you put on?
We put on
Two.
by ourselves.
No, two. I mean, the last one we did mainly is us. We include other people.
So there was one recently.
Yeah, we just did 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But we did all in all is 4. I believe we did one in Milwaukee that we was invited to. We did one last year at the Inside Community Center. We did one with Terry last year, and we also did one this year with Terry.
And how is it working with different groups within the Madison area?
I mean,
Is it fun? Is it a challenge? Working with your people?
Working with us is really easy because we'll put forward how we want our stuff to be presented. We put forward our brand, and anything we involve in, we know our brand is in. We want to make sure like whoever we are involved with, you understand the perspective, you understand the nature of what we want to present, and then we'll let you present yours and let us know what you want to do, and then we can come to a common ground. And it has always been, it has always been easy because we feed off of people's energy, and it's always we try to do stuff with the right people.
Yes, that's perfect. Where do you find your models? Where do you get them locally? Do you have your own set of models? If someone wants to get into a show that you're doing, do you accept people off the street? How, when, where? How can we get in touch with you?
Yes, we have did model casting, so we would put it out there on Facebook if anyone is interested in modeling, and then we would have them to come out to cast for the event, so they would show us what they can do, and we would choose from what we have.
And see if it works for you. Okay, so what's the name of the Facebook page?
African and American Fits, the letter N.
Letter N. Any website?
Yes, the website is www.ANAFITS, that's the abbreviation of African and American Fits, which will be ANAFITS.com.
And I was going to ask that because you are from Gambia.
Correct.
And we do have this hut living village.
Mm-hmm.
We have that embedded in our minds from past,
Mm-hmm.
from past media. But it's not like that. Where you come from, there are zoos and you have apartment buildings. Like
I can't wait to see pictures.
it's normal.
I can't wait to see pictures when we go.
And that's another thing. That's why you want to bring it here, bring the culture here, so it can be diversified and everybody can get a chance to understand the truth about Africa, which will in turn lead them into having love and a more self-respect for themselves and for nature as well.
She just asked me a question that we was having an idea about bringing Marisonians, not only proud people around here, to come together, but it would be on the basis of like putting together Taste of Africa. It would be, it would be like food vendors, like it would be like African. You will come and listen to African music. We might even have clothing there, but it's it generally have like the food part of it, so people can come and just mingle and like we said, this is not just clothing for us. This is a way of life. And when you say African and American Fits, that means we trying to combine the people that see each other as different. Like we Africans are different from African Americans or other people, but to us it's just bringing that unified space where everybody can feel love and everybody can feel the connection of, wow, this is something that's really unique. The African vibe and everything. That's our main goal.
I love it. African and American Fits. Okay, everybody, this was a time to chill with the African. Wait a minute, I always say it wrong. Urban, correct me.
African and American Fits.
African and American Fits, right here. And I'm Antoinette with a time to chill, everybody.